welcome to the course. In this introductory lecture, we are going to discuss about what is big data, feature of data, benefit of analyzing big data, and then tools and technologies used for big data analysis. Let's start by understanding what is big data. As the definition defines, big data is a collection of data that is huge in volume yet growing exponentially with time. It is a data with so large size and complex that none of the traditional data management tools can store it or process it efficiently. Big data is also a data but with a huge size, which is collected passively from the digital interactions with great variety and at high rate of velocity. Now let's look at the numbers at which the data size is increased over the couple of years. We borrowed this census from Statista. All the size is described in zettabyte, which is 1 zettabyte equal to 1 billion terabyte. Starting with 2010, the data created was about 2 zettabytes, which exploded in the recent years and expected to grow by 2100 zettabyte by 2035, which is very huge in terms of number as well as size. And so we need very robust framework to process this huge data in most efficient manner. Now let's understand the big data industry by market valuation. All the data presented here is in $1 billion. The industry was valued at $7.6 billion in 2011, which grew multifold in recent years and expected to valued more than $100 billion by 2027. On personal opinion, even the industry is going to be 2x to $200 billion till 2035. Now, by this number, you can easily anticipate the growth and the demand of the big data developer in coming years. Now, let's look at how these industries are leveraging big data. Industries across all the sectors are using big data right now. If in education, healthcare, public sector, traveling, banking and finance, insurance, media and entertainment and whatnot. Let's take an example and try to understand this. Let's take an example of a travel industry. Travel companies will collect the data from the multiple travel sites. By analyzing that data, companies will understand user personal choices and behaviors. They will give lucrative offers to the customers so that customers can book their holidays. They will do so by deploying more flights, transport at cheaper rates and whatnot. Let's take an example of banking. By leveraging the big data, they will understand that which investment product is most favorite among the customers. If we talk in terms of healthcare, we have a very interesting example for that. In recent years, by using the power of big data analysis, many researchers provided great analysis of the COVID pandemic, and government took precautionary steps to prevent them in many countries. All this is possible because we have a very robust framework available right now. Now let's understand how companies are taking benefit by analyzing the big data and growing their business. Companies having more visibility about better customer insight, increased market intelligence, agile supply chain management, smart recommendations and audience targeting, data-driven innovation, diverse use case of dataset, improved business operations, future-proofing data analytics platforms. Let's take an example of recommendation system. You may have seen that the product you searched on any online shopping platform and you did not bought it, you will start getting ads of the same product on other websites. That is the perfect example of a recommendation system. Companies will keep pushing you to buy that product and they will earn profit out of it. Even for online transaction, you may have seen that if you make a big amount transaction, you will get a call from your bank in few seconds to just check whether the transaction is fraudulent or not. I hope by now you will understand the importance of the big data. Now let's take a look at tools and technologies which we are using to work around with big data. Let's start by looking at Hadoop. Apache Hadoop is an open source framework that is used to efficiently store and process large datasets ranging in size from gigabytes to petabyte of data. Instead of using one large computer to store and process the data, Hadoop allows clustering multiple computers to analyze massive dataset in parallel more quickly. We will deep dive about Hadoop in the later sections. Apache Spark is a lightning fast unified analytics engine for big data and machine learning. It was originally developed at UC Berkeley in 2009. Since its release, Apache Spark, the unified analytics engine, has been rapidly adopted by enterprises across a wide range of industries. Internet powerhouse such as Netflix, Yahoo, eBay has deployed Spark at massive scale. In this course, we are mainly going to focus about Apache Spark. So we will deep dive into Apache Spark more in depth in the later sections. Apache Hive is a data warehouse software project built on top of Apache Hadoop for providing data query and analytics. Hive gives an SQL-like interface to query data stored in various databases and file systems that integrate with Hadoop. Hive allows user to read, write and manage petabyte of data using SQL. Hive allows user to read, write and manage petabyte of data using SQLs. Hive is built on top of Apache Hadoop, which is an open source framework used to efficiently store and process large dataset. Now, if we want to talk about real-time analytics, Kafka is going to be a best tool. Apache Kafka is a distributed event store and stream processing platform. It is an open source system developed by Apache Software Foundation, written in Java and Scala. The project aimed to provide an unified, high throughput, low latency platform for handling real-time data feeds. Now, if we talk in terms of the programming language which helps us to code in Apache Spark, we have Python, Java, Scala and R. All these four programming language has the best supported API available for Apache Spark implementation. If we talk in terms of the cloud platforms, we have Amazon Web Service, Azure and Google Cloud Platform. All the three cloud service providers has great services integrated with Apache Spark, which helps us to develop as well as deploy cloud-based applications using the big data framework Apache Spark. We were eventually going to look at some of the examples using Apache Spark and deployed into one of the cloud provider service. As part of this course, we are going to touch upon many of the services listed here and try to understand how we can leverage the power of Apache Spark and deep dive into it. Hope you learned something out of it. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.